As we get everyone, and let's give you the latest that came out of the APC today. For the very first time in a while, the national chairman of the APC and the governor of Yobe State, the chair of the caretaker committee, Governor Memala Buni, was at the party headquarters today since returning from his medical trip and visiting President Muhammadu Buhari in London. There's been some controversy over whether or not he remains the chairman of the party. But today he was received into the party headquarters. The first time he will be seen in the party office. But we understand now that the screening committee to be led by the governor of Katsina State will resume tomorrow. There's been some delay in the release of some of the subcommittees that will work on screening and other logistics relating to Saturday's March 26 convention of the APC. Well, one of the seats that will be keenly contested for is the national chairman seat of the APC. There are a series of people that have gone to collect forms, from Judge Akume, a sitting minister, to the former governor of Nasarawa State, Almakura. Also, another former governor of Nasarawa State is Abdullah Adamu. And we have perhaps the youngest of them all, Salihu Mustapha. Interestingly, tonight he joins us right here in our Abuja studio. Thank you so much, Mr. Salihu Mustapha, for coming tonight.
Thank you, Shehu.
You've obtained your form?
Yes, I was the first person that did. And I submitted since on Friday. But to correct you, I'm not the youngest. There is Mohammed Etsu.
Oh, yeah, Mohammed Etsu from Niger State.
From Niger, who is a serving aide to the governor of Niger. He's the youngest out of the six of us.
You were the youngest at some point, but
of course.
There's another.
At least I'm happy now that I have a younger one too, because I want to see the young grow too.
But how optimistic are you about this race?
Very optimistic. Like I've always said, for me, it's not about coming to contest. It's not a contest of titles. For me, it is a contest to add value, to serve. For me, it's a call to serve. And that is why I've always explained to those that care to listen that it is time we do things differently. And that is the slogan of my campaign.
Doing things differently.
Doing things differently.
You said so many things. You're a businessman. You wanted to become governor of Kwara State at some point. You were a national deputy chairman of your party. The
legacy party.
Of the CPC at the time. So you will say, because I've had this conversation with you, that you have a pedigree in party administration. But the big question is whether or not you have the capacity to be able to handle the intricacies and the complexities of your party at this point. A lot of people will say that your party is still divided. There's still those dichotomy from the legacy parties, the CPC, the ACN, and the ABGA, the new PDP, as they were. That the question is how you can put them together, considering the fact that you have several governors, several ministers, several bigwigs in your party, and you know what has happened in your party in the last 3-4 years. There's been a lot of crises, and those who say that after President Muhammadu Buhari, the center might not hold.
Well, and that is the more reason why I'm optimistic, and that is the more reason why I believe I'm the right choice for this party at this crucial time now. One, nobody has the history of this movement the way I do. Two, I happen to be in the middle age of both demography now, whereby the younger ones see me as a sense of or resemblance of what they believe in. And I've been old enough to hang out with the older ones who have tutored me in this journey so far. Like I said, nobody has a history of this movement the way I do. What people fail to understand is both CPC, ACN, and the ANPP are all from the same family. Far back in '99, if you could remember, it was APP then. And it was a breakaway part of the APP, or when the AD failed to work together with APP, that they went away, and the AD gave birth to AC. The same AC became ACN. and now they are in APC. In the ANPP, it was APP initially, it became ANPP, then later on the ANPP gave birth to CPC, and we found ourselves again in the APC. So for me, we are all from the same family. That is why we don't need a stranger at this point in time now, at this crucial time now, to come to lead the affairs of this party. You need somebody who knows where we are coming from, somebody who has the energy, the patience, the understanding, and somebody who knows where we are going to, and somebody who is going to add value to the whole arrangement. Today, among the lot of 6 of us, I'm the only one without an appointment. So I stand to be the neutral candidate. All other aspirants are serving senators, serving minister, and a serving special advisor to the governor of Niger. So if you bring any one of them, out of the senators, the 3 of them, any one of them you bring in now, will be making that seat vacant under 1 year to go for another by-election. We are not sure we'll be winning. There's a serving minister who believes he should be there. If he leaves now, he leaves that seat vacant. Then Benue is -1 in the cabinet. So for me, the most important thing for APC today is to look at the strategy of us winning the general election.
So you are describing your your opponent, and you think that before, you think you have a leverage. You think that you are better than them. You think you are the best candidate. Is that what you're saying?
Well, everybody is ably qualified. I'm not running them down. I'm only appealing to their sensibility and for a larger project of us winning the next general election. We must be very strategic. For me, it's not to be the chairman of an opposition party. No, I want to be the chairman of a winning party. And I believe if we look at the bigger goal, then we should be able to allow reasoning.
Well, does the concept of consensus really coming now? Is the leadership of your party talking about consensus? Are you weighing the options of consensus? Because I know there are 2 candidates from Nasarawa State. Now, there are 2 of them also now from Niger. Governor Yari Abdulaziz Yari coming from Yobe State, though precluded by Zamfara State, precluded by the issue of zoning. But how does it play out in the for Benue and Kwara State? Have you agreed on consensus?
Well, funny enough, you just explained now the reality on ground. Nasarawa, we have 2 strong candidates. Niger, we equally have 2 strong candidates. I'm from Kwara, I'm the only candidate. Senator George Akume is the only candidate from Benue. Like I said, I'm only appealing to their sensibilities. If we must look at it, even if we want a consensus, not because I'm the one running, I think logically, I should be that consensus candidate with what I've narrated to you, having the history of this movement and also knowing what we need to win an election and having the energy at this stage now. Don't forget, I keep on saying it always, we've gotten to a stage now in the growth of this country, on the political involvement of this country. The younger ones now are yearning for more participation. It has never been like this before. The gender, the women wing are also crying for the same participation. Today, you need somebody who strikes that balance, that bridge builder, which I think I represent. And I have made it a direct campaign policy that if given the opportunity, this will be the first time APC or any political party in Nigeria will find or will take it more seriously in making sure the party becomes an institution.
You say you will lead from the front. What do you mean by that?
Now, what I mean by that is that, 1, I will not shy away from responsibility. 2, I will bring about a style of leadership we use in the CPC, in the days of the CPC, with our late chairman, Prince Tony Momo, may so rest in peace, whereby every week we had a management meeting. We never waited for issues to pile up. We were so proactive that every week we dissect state by state, we find out what are the problems there. I won't just sit behind and wait for people to go set up committees. No.
How supreme will the party be? Considering what Adam Soshomole wanted to do at the time, do you support a radical departure from what is obtainable where political office holder take preeminence over the party leadership?
Now, let me also help you, Shehu. If you are looking for party supremacy, the first thing you must do is you must ensure internal democracy. Once you ensure internal democracy, you give people a sense of belonging. Let them have ownership, or let them feel that they are part and parcel of whatever is happening in the party. And you see, people think consultation is a sign of weakness. No, it's a strength. I will use it as a strength because when you consult regularly, then you give people a sense of belonging. By then, you have reduced a one-man show. No more, I'm the godfather here, I decide for everybody. No.
So, but I mean, for people, a lot of you are looking up to the president. Whatever the president says, you know, is what you go. So if the president asks you to step down, would you?
Well, Shehu, the president I know, I've been with him since 2002 when he came into politics. We started as the Buhari organization. I was part of it till this day. When he even lost the election at the ballot, he fought his way to the Supreme Court. So I don't think President Buhari...
But you're here, okay, that you don't think...
I don't think President Buhari will deviate from the democrat he is to want to be authoritative or be dictating on everybody. So for me, I have not been informed officially.
But you heard that he's supporting Adamu Abdullahi.
Hear from who?
Have you heard about it?
For me, I believe it's just everybody's... You see, I have what they call spirit of sportsmanship. If others believe they can drop his name to win this game, some of us can equally drop his name.
You're very close to the president. You've been with him.
Yes.
Have you spoken with him about your ambition?
He has not. That is what I was coming to. For one, I believe if the president has a choice on any candidate, he would, or they will have informed us by now officially. Nobody has informed me officially, and that was why I was the first person to pick the form. And I have submitted my form. Others have equally picked the form. And like I said earlier, we have been in this campaign train for over a year plus now. In fact, almost 2 years now. So I think it will not be wise for anybody to just wake up overnight and decide to dictate on all of us. If this is what they want, we should have long before now narrowed it down. And
but you think the North Central caucus should decide on a consensus, or you want to go into the arena and fight it out?
Like I said, we should allow reasoning now. And reasoning meaning that we should be very strategic. We want to win an election.
All right.
What are the chances and the possibilities of us winning an election? Let's look at what we have on ground. Let's permutate, and we'll look at the best choice. We'll have a criteria. Because don't forget, we'll be campaigning not just to APC followers. For the general election, we'll be facing the larger Nigerian crowd.
Mr. Salihu Mustapha, the candidate from Kwara State for the APC national chairman. I wish you the very best. It's just Saturday. Thank you so much for coming tonight.
Pleasure.
I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.